for much, it's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 and I'm singing like whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple Cardis, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 and I'm singing like whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fireside. Yeah. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Yeah. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bro. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 and I'm singing like whoa, oh, SOS, oh, please fill my cup. Me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. I feel it all. I'm feeling numb. I lost my soul. It's on the run. I need a spot. I need some fun. I'm in the dark. Like what's to come? It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It's me versus me. It's you and I. The time is now. It's do or die. I chose my path. No choosing sides. I'll take what comes. Here for the ride. I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Beast in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they want
check 1 2 1 2.
If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Going to go for about another minute. I got to do a few more little technical things and give just a few more people a little bit of time to get through any commercials or whatever that might be popping up. Thank you guys for joining me. See Dave P in the house. Crypto 420. Hey, welcome to the stream, my man. Check 1 2 1 2. Check. Check. No. That one didn't go too good. We're doing a mic check. Few little settings here.
How can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline.
And check.
See what you read. Change gotta come. Put that on me and watch.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we been could have started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids. Yeah, let's set it straight.
I'm just doing a few little audio settings. That's all. All right. I think I've. We'll see how this one goes. All right.
First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes soon, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma get my all till I'm.
All right, we're just about ready to go here.
Here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet. Here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need.
It is 1:35. Let's go ahead and get this started. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome everyone to the $100 to 10K trading challenge that I am doing on the BitUnix exchange. Thank you for joining me today. Let me just go over, they say the third time is a charm. We're trying to get this series off and rolling. Make sure that my microphone is on, checking with the chat here. Make sure you guys can hear me before I go. I've tried this a couple of times in the past and I've had trouble remembering to turn my little microphone on. All right, so let's just kind of lay out, ooh, that's clipping right there. Try to lay out exactly what this series is about and what we hope to do here. Now, BitUnix is an exchange that I like and I trade on. I deposited $100 there, and I have successfully taken it to 1,000. And that gave me the idea that, hey, I should kind of share what I'm doing with other people that are kind of new and coming into this market, or maybe, you know, we'll be utilizing a little bit of futures trading in on this too. Maybe some of you guys are a little iffy about that, and you know, it can definitely wreck you. And I'm definitely proof of that on my journey on taking this 100 to 1,000, because yeah, I blew about half of that. I lost about 500 and dropped back down, had to recover. I still haven't recovered it all on the side that I lost it on. So the goal is to go over my thought process and ideas and some of the trade setups, and be looking exclusively for the coins that are on BitUnix, on the futures and on the spot market. And we're just going to do this. And when you can take $100 and double it, you know that you're on the right track. You got something that's working for you. And that's hard enough, but right now in this market, we got some things going in our favor to help us. This is a perfect time to start trading in this market. And I'll explain that in just a minute, my logic behind that and why we're doing this. But just starting with $100 and then building that, doubling it then to 1,000, you know that you got a system that's working. Now, I recommend that you at least try to get that part. The 1,000 to 100 or to 10,000, well, that's taking that information and then reapplying it again for another 10x. That's the second leg of our challenge here. But the first one is just to get to 1,000, and that's an accomplishment right there. And if you want to do that and repeat it, I'm suggesting repeating it 3 times. And that way you can solidify it, and then you got a workable system that's proven itself. And that's what I hope to share with you. And maybe you can add these tools to your toolbox and whatever, you know, other strategies that work for you, just to help build on that, and we can get some skills to make the life-changing money on the way up in this bull market. And then by the time that we top out, we've got all the necessary skills and knowledge. We can flip it and play this on the way down. Yeah. When the bear market, you know why the bears are so bearish? Because they make so much money being bearish when they do it at the right time. And it comes a lot quicker than what we've been seeing going to the upside. It's hard to believe, but we'll get there. But right now it's about learning some skills and just challenging yourself, right? So I've hooked up with BitUnix, and I've got a graphic on the screen here. I've got 50 total slots open that they are giving some bonuses out. If you use the link in the description, and I've got it in the chat room, I think I pinned it up there, or intended to. It's the BitUnix exchange. Let me pop that up there. And I will pin that at the top of the chat. Using that link will enable you for these bonuses, and you can collect them right off. As soon as you deposit, you get a 25% bonus on your first deposit, but now there is a limit, so you can't, you know, take advantage of that. I'm just saying $100. If you got $100 and want to take this challenge with me, beautiful, beautiful. That's all you need. If you want to go more, that's up to you. That's your call. $20 bonus to complete your first futures trade. So one little futures trade, jump in, jump out, $20 right there. And then a $25 bonus at the first $500,000 of volume that you trade, which sounds enormous. It sounds like, what are you talking about? On $100? This is like every trade in, out. It's just a cumulative of trades that you got. That value adds up. It adds up really quickly, but you get another bonus when you get up to that. Give you an idea of what we got. We got a reward center. You go up there under the campaign, and it tells you what you're enabled for. And I've already clicked on most of mine for this account, but here I'm on my way to the $500,000 volume. I'm at 178,000. That might take a little while to get there, but there are other campaigns, other things. These are some of the coupons that I have. I got a $10 one, futures bonus there. Are we showing all of them? Expired. Used. Is that what we're... Okay, so 10 is what I got on this one. And this is my one account, but I'm also, you know, you're saying, you know, you might be saying, well, Roaddock, you've already got it up to 1,000. Well, I'm starting this all over with you guys too, because I've actually got 2 more accounts that I'm doing over here, and we'll quickly go over them. But let me take my Tangem off here. So we're just kind of laying out the groundworks for this, and I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Trying to go over what I went over in my video last night with the sound off. That was when I was actually putting things into play there. Let's take that off. Let's take the Tangem card ad off. All right. So over here, you can see I deposited $100. They had a special, some kind of bonus that was available if you put like just a little bit of ETH. 0.002 was the minimum. So I did that. I mean, okay. So there's technically like about $105 that was put over there. The ETH is just still sitting there. I haven't done anything with it. So that's this account. $100 is all that came in. And this is where I'm at. I'm back up to $1,000.48. My losses were in futures, but then again, so were a majority of my gains. So it's a knife that can cut both ways there. This one was my second shot, or my second account that I opened. I probably put about $360 in there. I did some stupid stuff, but now we're bringing it back. I'm seriously stupid, like knock this one down to $38. So this is a comeback from, it's not the only one I've done that to. But it's coming back from the grave because we got better skills to put in place there, and it seems to be working out well. So we'll use that one as an example, and then one that I just started freshly anew. $100 deposited. It's already up to $359. I put $50 in the spot, $50 in the futures, and you can see which one's been outperforming. It's been the futures, which can happen, as it can also spank you, and you can lose the majority of that. So that's the caution. And I've got a strategy that is working really good for the futures. It's a little bit different from what you're seeing out there, but at this point in the market, it's working really, really well. So that's a lot of the things that we'll be going over a bit today. So I've already 3x my $100, 3.5x that, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it and what I'm doing, and let's do this. A little challenge. There are these little guys out there. So it's up to you how you do it, but on my last account here, let's just go ahead and work with this little guy. I just divided $50 in the futures and $50 in the spot. Spot's up about $30 here. And futures has been doing pretty good, and it's because of the market, right? Let me explain my reason behind this, and then we'll start getting right into the nitty-gritty of it all. But the reason that we're looking for this, the reason why we're in trading season right now, I want to bring your attention to what we've got going on in the charts and what I've been following here for months on my channel. This has been my play, my call, and it's been fortunate that it's been correct so far. I'm pretty confident that we nailed it, at least the idea of what's actually going on. We were catching this price, following price here in what was a rising wedge, rising channel, looking for a bullish breakout because this is a bearish pattern. This qualified as a bull trap. I'm sorry, a bear trap, following this major trend line that lasted until it was broken. We broke back into this pattern. That told me, oh, this is about to get good. Just breaking back into the pattern gave me a high probability that we're going to the top of the trend line again. Retesting, we broke out of the pattern. Extra bullish parabolic move to the upside is what we're expecting, mimicking what we did over in late 2020, early 21. Let me kind of recap what happened over here. We found out about Michael Saylor just proudly announcing he's buying Bitcoin, kind of brought some institutional FOMO into the market. At first, everybody's looking at it skeptical, but then Elon Musk said, I think I'm going to buy some Bitcoin too. That set this game on fire. VCs heard that. They came in. The people who were in the legacy that could and dabbling were the degens on the legacy side, started buying it up and pushing price up. And we went crazy. We came up, and then there's a big dump about, oh gosh, and be prepared for this. And we got to be prepared for this. That was a nice 30% move, freaked the whole market out. But let me reiterate, this is the period of time when BitBoy was turned on to the market cipher indicator. Throw it out $100,000 at like 30x leverage, which seemed totally crazy to me at the time. And now looking at it, I'm like, oddly enough, I can manage that. Prices are different right now, so there is that. But he actually turned $100,000 into $1 million, and he did it. The gambler in him came out. I don't think it was so much of the trader, but credit where credit is due. But it was the momentum of that move that gave us all that up. This is the trading time. This is when we can do similar kind of feats 10xing, 20xing, 100xing our accounts right now, because we're doing this, in my personal opinion, and I may be totally wrong, but on a much bigger scale. Now, if you want to get kind of moon boyish, and I don't recommend it, but let's just take a fractal. Let's put that over here for this move, and let's just line it up to get an idea of what it might look like for when it actually broke out of that particular pattern and started going to the upside. Because I still hadn't got it up here enough. You're going to call me a moon boy. I'm just going to get in the same area. This is, well, no. Okay, here we go. My bad, got a little. So right here, let's go with that. Right there. Line her up. This is where the parabolic move started. We even bring her down a little bit just to make it a little bit more bearish. Look, man, what if we go up to $300,000 if we're scaling something similar to that? They're too bullish. Let's just shrink it down. Let's do this. We're topping out here. Let's put that there. Where could we go? Shrink it down more. Be bullish. Be bearish. $240,000. We could be looking at something like that. It sounds crazy, I know, but it's a possibility. Let's got some ideas. So I'm just throwing that out there. If we are, then we're definitely in trading season. So let's take advantage of it. All right, getting back on topic. Let me check with the chat here and see what you guys have got to say. So we got Dave P, got Crypto 420. Crypto 420 says, "Oh, it's part of the tuition we got to pay as if we're school." Let me explain what kind of benefit I get out of this. Just to be transparent. The link that I've got for this, it gives you those bonuses. It also gives you the biggest discount on trading fees because I maxed that out for my road dogs. But for every transaction that you make, they do have a trading fee, as a small one, and then a little portion of it somehow comes to me, and it's like trickle, like fractions of a penny or something. So theoretically, this could add up over time and help support the channel. I don't know. I don't have any solid numbers here to show that I'm a little bitty channel. There's maybe one or two people that have an account under here, so it's just trickle stuff. But every little bit helps. And if nothing else, we're doing what we set out to do, and that's teaching. That's what my channel is all about. Teaching you guys how to avoid the pitfalls and make that life-changing money, so you get into a situation where I'm in. I don't have to work for the man anymore. I don't have to do that 9 to 5. I do what I want to do, which right now is hanging out on YouTube with you guys, which is kind of cool because you guys are cool. All right, so let's stop wasting time. It is 1:49. Let's get into what's going on. I'm going to stick with, I will come back to this one, but I think I really want to focus on the one that we've just kind of started. The one that I just put $100 into. Let's take care of futures first. Just to check and let me go over what I'm doing and see how things are going. So this one, I'm just mostly trading Bitcoin, and that's how I did that, mostly on Bitcoin. It wasn't so much altcoins. The altcoins are going to respond to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin decides to go under like she's tanking, very much could be at a top, getting a stronger correction right now. And I've got to safeguard my trades here, and I got to make sure that my stop losses are in place. That's what I was doing last night, and they're not. And I find that every time that you might put a little order in or something, you need to go reset your stop losses on BitUnix. I'm just throwing that out there on the futures. I am up 40%. I have realized $73 profit off of what is now a $32 margin trade. I'm very curious, seeing that we have a strong possibility to come down lower, and that I could get stopped out. I've got an entry at 63,500. We're at 64,200 now. If we go below 64,148, I want 75% of this stopped out. And then I'm going to leave a little bit open. Now, this is where I'm kind of different from your other guys who are just in and out and whatever. I've got an entry at 63. If for some reason that we don't, I'm on the daily chart. Let's come down to the smaller time frame. If for some reason that we get a bounce here somewhere, well, I might be able to use that to help my entry. And if by chance that we go lower, we are in an uptrend. So the basic premise is the trend is your friend till the end. Until we get a confirmed reversal idea, we're still in a solid uptrend. So I don't want to necessarily be trading against the trend overall. That doesn't really play out. So my strategy is actually to build a position. So if I get stopped out, I'm going to have such a small amount left that, you know, I'm cool with that. I can offset that or get out. I've still won this trade. So it looks like, what, am I down to $8? What, our stop loss? I guess our stop loss got hit. We're down to 15%. All right, so let's set another stop loss here. Take out just a little bit more. Where are we at? We are 64. My entry was 63. I'll go 63.888, and then I'm going to take another 50% out there. Should that get hit? So I'm layering out with my stop loss. I don't know. You probably don't see that theory talked about too much, but I'm working a bag. I'm working a position. Ultimately, I want to build a bag so that when we do start getting into those higher highs, we break back above the high we just had, go into price discovery. I've got a bag that I can ride and keep adding to as we come and dip down. This is my premise on this is not jump in, jump out, do the scalping thing that you see so many people do on the 1 minute. This is something that's a little bit more feasible for the working class. If you got a job, if you can nurture this. This is technically, I guess that was a position trade that we're doing. That's going to play out over time. We're putting Bitcoin in a bucket, collecting it as it's coming down very slowly. And then as it's skyrocketing in the bigger picture, we're pulling out of that bucket in profit, paying ourselves. So instead of going from one trade to the next trade, I'm working a zone. And I hope that kind of makes sense, and hopefully we can explain that. And this is what has been working. This is a lot like my margin trade strategies for spot margin, but I'm just toning it down to put it onto futures. And so the idea, as I'm doing this strategy, is I'm using small numbers, right? Because we got a small account. So now I'm just down to a $4 position in my Bitcoin. I'm getting stopped out, right? But I'm getting stopped out in profit. I've realized $81 from this trade right now. With $40 left in it, I've already made $81 off of this. Okay. So if I go in the negative with the $4 trade, I can offset that so easy. So easy. I'm not worried about that. I'm actually using that. Do I need another stop loss? We'll get one more just right above 6.3. Whereas our entry is 6.3524. And I'll go 6.58. That gives me a 4%, and I'm going to take another 50% there. That'll probably leave me with like $2 in this trade. Okay, and we go negative. So this is me managing my risk is what I'm doing. And then as we come down to lower areas and we find a bottom, which just going by what we've got here, tells me we could be coming back down to the $60,000 area, right? Okay. I want to pay attention to my liquidation price. I'm using some higher levers. I got 31x on here. But I'm using it. I'm not using the stop loss. I'm using my liquidation as that stop loss area. That makes sense. Because I don't care if I lose $4 or $2 at this point. I'm trying to build a bag. And when we come down here, I'm going to, we got a liquidation price at 61,707, right? I want to go 61,000 and I'm going to add to it because over time that number creeps up. So if you try to put a buy in to save yourself there, by the time price gets back to it, your price may be below your liquidation price as it creeps up. So I like to add up a little bit to it, just as a safeguard. And then I'm going to start working on my bag. So I'm going to go with about 5% of my position. And that way, if, say it comes down here, hits it, and it keeps going lower, how much have I got? I've got 12, and it'll be about $2. I have about $14 in here. Actually, I want to lower this down. I'm going to go even lower. I'm just going $7.50. I'm going 3%. I'm nibbling. I don't want to get too much. I'm trying to establish a bottom, and then we confirm higher highs and higher lows. Then I can start adding more into this, and then I come into profit quicker because I've already got a base established at these lower levels with the higher bids that I'm putting in. And I hope that makes sense. So what I'm expecting, price to come down here, and maybe we'll get lucky and it will bottom here and we'll start coming up, and we're kind of, and now I've got one to cover me there at my liquidation. I'm going to put an order here at my target, which is about 60,079. I'm going to front run it a little bit. 60,088, and here I'll go heavier. That's where I'll put my 5%, that $12 move. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it at 3%. I want to put the same amount in. And then I'll make a decision if I want to add more based on what it's going to do. I don't want to build my bag too much in case it, we could come down lower, man. We could be headed to 48,000 for a bigger retest. I don't know. We don't know yet. This could definitely be a top. It looks kind of M-y. It played out as an M. There's another measure move here just for that top pattern, which I think we've got covered. Just going off the channel. Notice I'm not using an indicator at all. I'm doing this totally price action. Indicators are just there as a confirmation for me. They just give me a little extra information. So down to this wick is our neckline, right? So we're going to take a measure move from this guy all the way there. Pretty much brings us same as the channel that we just had right here. If you didn't see the channel, let me show you what I did. I just do this, and your measure moves, and you can see it broke out of the channel, broke back in, rode the top of it or underneath it, and then lost it, came back, got rejected. So that channel is very valid, and we've got the same measure move. If you simplify it and kind of look for your basic shapes, man, you don't have to get stressed out about... channels can simplify things. Let me put it that way. When it comes to, is this a pattern? Well, if you're not sure, zoom out and see if it's in the channel. Play the channel. You're going to be just fine, in my personal opinion. So I've got a little variation of a target right there, 69.30. And I'll put a little tiny, as low as I can get, order right there. Just a little bitty nibble. Now, a lot of times it does show up where my limit orders are. Let me see if I refresh that, if it'll kind of update it. I got 3 orders. You only got 2 orders open. I may not have had a big enough one. I want to make sure it shows up here. So we got 639. 3.8. I want to front run it just a little bit. We're going to go 2% there. I got to buy. Well, let me do it. Order placed. Okay, we got that one. It showed up. You're not where I thought you were. I drag you down, man. All right. Oh, this one's a bigger order. I got 0.0044. Why? I want the bigger orders down here. Below liquidation price. Okay. Maybe might have to wait to do that one. I want to trade these out though. That's a cool thing about Big Unix is you can swap these things around and everything, right? How far can I get you down there? But I'm going to slowly move this order down. For some reason, it's not letting me put an order below my liquidation price. I don't understand that. That doesn't really make sense to me. still going to put one down to 60. 88. So I was trying to go 5% there, right? Price, okay. That's odd. Interesting. Okay. So I do have some orders down here. Now, some will call this like catching falling knives. You can definitely call it that. But I've got some targets that'll give me an idea of where we should have some turnaround. And I'm nibbling, very small. We're talking just a couple of dollars based on what we got. Even though I got $200 and something in here, man, I'm using like 1 and 2% of that as far as my little things. And I'm just trying to nibble down. I'm trying to get my liquidation price down as low as possible, nibbling till I see this number drop as low. And when we find a bottom on this big major trend that we are most likely in, given my thesis on the market, and if not, if we do start going down, well, we've got a tighter place that we can exit. So we're managing our risk on this is what we're trying to do. I just moved a line that I don't think I meant to move. I don't know how to reverse you. All right, so that's what I got going on with Bitcoin, and this might be a good time to look at maybe shorting a few coins. So I like to look and see what we've got available over here. But I think before we get into that, we should probably go over what I'm doing over on the spot side. Because I went through, let's do hide the zero balances. What I did last night when my microphone was off, see, I've got $22 in dry powder over here, so I've taken some profits. I had to go through and make sure that I got everything that I'm here. I want a sell target. Make sure I've got them in an order somewhere. Now I've got, looks like we took profit on Doge already, so we were looking at possibly building a bag in Doge. So let's come back. Let's take a look at that one since we got a little bit of capital. We took some profit up there at the top. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can get a feel of the big picture. Nice move out of Doge. She looks like she may have topped out, or possibly this could be the front runner for a bigger move. Got a trend line right down here all the way down to the wick. That could help. That could catch us. Now, this is typically a bearish pattern, but we've been seeing in this market where they respect the bottoms and, kind of go up to the top, right? So we could, off of this pattern, possibly see it come down here, find support around 14.3 cents, and then slowly starts working its way back up to the top of the pattern, which could be 24 cents. So that's pretty good gains for that idea, right? We could be looking at 56% on up, 60-something% gains. But now if this trend line loses, we're going to see Doge come all the way back, back to these other areas around 10 cents. So that's the risk that we're taking. But the beautiful thing about it is if I put a limit order in here at 14.3, if it does break and we see this retesting and starting to make lower lows, well, I can get out with a lot less risk, especially since we're on spot. If I want to leave out this position, I've just lost, depending on how much we buy. If I put $15 in, maybe what have I lost, 30 cents or something? I don't, it's not much. So I like this idea, putting a limit order in down there. Let's see if we can get our little price thing. Price label. We're looking in the area of about 14.4 cents. Sounds good to me. Let's see how much Doge we can get there at 14.4. I'm not even going to front run or anything. I'm just going with it. And I only have $2. Do I have another order in? A buy order anywhere? No? But you said I had 15. I only got 2? Oh, I'm on this totally on the wrong side. I'm trying to sell it. What are you doing, road dog? You getting short happy. There we go. Oh, I got $22. Do I want $22 in that? Considering how small my account is, probably not. I'm going to go with half of that. I'm going to put me a little order in for $11 there. Catch that little guy. I know it sounds great. Remember, we're a challenge. We only got $83. We can't be just going baller on everything, right? And then I've got a little bit that I can actually put to something else that I might want to get into. So this is the point where it starts scouring, going through TradingView, going through CoinGecko, seeing what's hot, what's not, what might be, you know, what I might like to get into. One of them that I do like, that I would like to accumulate over here, is a mutable X. So if we come over to spot, oh, this is my other, let me check my reward center over here, see if I got anything. No, it's okay, I can't get those just yet. No, that's not it. Okay. So IMX, I'm liking that one. I'm keeping, ooh, we're down under $3. Nice. Let's go look at IMX. It's available over here. I like the idea of this one. It's a gaming coin that can be doing some nice damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think you're making a 4 wave, which means that, but this one should be a much bigger. This would be your 3. The 3 is normally bigger than what we got here. So I'm interpreting this as, I think we got some more legs to the upside is what I'm trying to say, and a bunch of random Elliott wave speak. So I'm drawing a trend line, and then I'm trying to identify if we got a channel idea going on, and I think we do. Basically. Now, we've also got a pattern. I want to keep the channel that price is traveling in, but I also want to identify the overall pattern, which is one of those megaphone patterns that we're seeing a ton of in this market, and we're also seeing them play out beautifully. So just like the other one we looked at, Dogecoin, I'm looking for it to come down here, and then we can, you know, finagle our way up, probably come up and do a partial decline is what you usually see, and it could flag out up there. I don't know what's going to do, but you know, they bounce from one wall to the other, and the further price gets out from there, the higher that target is for it to come up and bounce to, and a lot of the times they'll do that. So I like this setup. I'm going to go with this, and I'm just going to wait for all the negativity to play out on it. IMX, because she's getting top over here. However you want to look at it. I mean, some people, you can look at it as being a flag. You look at it as a descending triangle, which, you know, they break down. And I'm not going to be like the people who say it's a 50-50 pattern, but it breaks down 68% of the time. No. No. This one actually has a chance to break to the upside. A 53% chance to break up. Now my math tells you that's like a 47% chance to break to the downside. And those are from Thomas Bukowski's stats. But if it does break to the downside, you know what it does? It makes a falling channel. Yeah, it would be kind of respecting this little trend line here. Let's get rid of that one. So if it does break to the downside, we can expect it to look something similar to this, right? But break into, okay, so we got a little area right over here that was previous support. Want to make note of that. That's a nice little target area. We could utilize our Fibonacci, swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. 0.5 comes in at that area. 618 comes in here. I like that. That could also, on this trajectory, be right in line with the bottom of this trend line. Looks gorgeous to me. I like that. So I'm going to utilize these two targets to buy me some IMX orders. 248 looks good. I'm going to front run that a little bit. So I'm going to shooting for 248 here with, what have I got? I got $26. And I think from the coins that I see here, I'm actually going to play this one more heavier. So one order put there. All right, go back to our previous idea, that little guy there. Take it down to these wicks here. She breaks to the downside. That also gives us some confluence. I don't expect it to meet the full measure move of that, but oh, she'd be breaking down that channel if she did. That would suck to see her go to 228, and she would have to just drop immediately down there to nail it and stay within the pattern. I'm going to look at this 262 area. Let's see if I can do half of it there. Can I? How do we still have $26? That don't sound right. I'm gonna put $6 in there. I have to buy 6.5. That's the only downside about this. So I do have to. All right. Well, I'm just going to right now wait and see if we hit this one. Be a little patient on it. Let the trade come to me. Got it set. If we see something different, if it comes here, starts bouncing and going to the upside, then I can enter there. But right now, I don't know if we set alerts. Do you have alerts over here? I don't think they do. That would be cool, but it might also be annoying. All right, so that's what I got with IMX. So that's my setups that I'm doing on this particular account. Basically, that I see that are worth playable. Oh, I thought we were on the other one. We're on this one. Okay. How did we switch accounts? Oh, maybe because that was what I was working on last night. Okay, I got to keep up with my thought process there. Asset overview on this one. This is the one. Okay, so let's check our spot accounts here and see what we got. Hide the zero balances. So I got $11. I could have sworn I was over here. I've been playing with Joe. I got all my orders set there. The only one I don't was the okay. And then we were going to make a buy. I thought I was wanting to go with IMX over here too. I want to make the IMX play over here too. So we can do that a lot quicker. IMX. Simple as drawing my channel there. And on this one, I'm actually going to put my order in on the top here, just in case she comes down and flips off. And 270, no. I want to take a nibble just a little earlier on this one at 260. And what we got to buy at least 6.5, right? All right, so I'm not going to blow up my whole wad. I'm just going to go in $7 out of the 11 that up, or whatever I got to do here. Oh no, I don't have it. Oh, two fucking change smoke. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough money. What else are we trying to buy? You're trying to buy some Doge at 14.4. How are we doing over on our futures? We got extra money over there. I'd say pull some out so I can take some profits off of me futures. Pull some of that money over there. I'm gonna take $50. I mean, we started out with 50. We're up. Let's take some profit over there. Now let's go back and do that IMX trade. I want you at, well, in this case, I'll go 260. And we need 6.5. Oh, that's $16, dude. And then I'm going to do my 248 that I was trying to do on the other one. And also do 6.5 or $16 in there. All right, so I got two orders over here that I'm trying to capitalize on. 248 and 260, and we'll see if those get hit. And if they don't, then we can figure out. But a likelihood that we could come down here and bounce off this zone, or come all the way back to this channel. Or it may just, I don't know where it may hit the wall, but that's what we're looking at here and trying to capitalize on. All right, let's come over to the chat and see what you guys have got going on. Crypto 420. Talking about Miro. I took some profits on Miro today too, man. Really? You're up? I was like, well, you just made back my Solana. Striker says, I'll just blame Road Dogg to my head. Crypto 420 says, do y'all like trading Bitcoin pairs? I do. Actually, that's a very important strategy that we've gotten away from, because we're all, we look at everything dollar turns and we're trading stablecoin, but trading the Bitcoin pair pairs, that's an OG strategy that's still powerful, especially probably even more powerful since fewer people are using it. But my whole premise is to grow my Bitcoin. That's my whole goal for this. Messing with all the altcoins ultimately will get me more Bitcoin, and by the end of this bull run, I will have more Bitcoin, and I'm going to use it in a little bit of a different way. I'm not planning on selling it, but I'm going to leverage it on the way down, shorting with low leverage shorts, and grow even more Bitcoin that way is my game plan. And I need Bitcoin pairs to do that. So it's always worthwhile looking for a good exchange that has that. Now, I think BitUnits, they don't have the Bitcoin pairs just yet on futures, but they are talking about implementing it. That was one of the first things I've asked them when I hooked up with them. And my reasons for liking BitUnits is because they've just been good to me. They've just been fair. They haven't been pushy with me. I've been with other exchanges that are like, oh, you're a new YouTuber, we like you, and we want to, we want you to work with us or whatever. And I've tried to see what they had to offer, and it's like they get pushy. How much volume can you bring us? How much volume? And the BitUnits guys are, man, hey dude, this is what we got going on. We're chill. And I'm saying, well, you're chill and I'm chill. I like you. I don't need some of the other exchanges I worked with, man, they had me focusing so much on trying to meet the little criteria to be part of their whatever, just to do their affiliate link, that I was like, or whatever little bonus thing they had to offer. I was like, this is taking all my time away from what I'm doing. I'm here to teach and actually go through this, and you got me doing something I don't even know. It's not even normally part of my strategy. I don't like it. So I've gotten away from some of them. But I do like BitUnits, and they're just good people from what I've seen. Striker says, always take off the profit, because when you use the slider, you'll use more in a trade without realizing it. Striker is giving some futures trading wisdom right there. I need to look at their tools here. I don't usually use them, but then again, I'm doing this a little bit differently too with the futures then. What you call me, Road Dogg? Strega, baby. You got one of the OG titles now. You are the Road Dogg. You my Road Dogg, Strega. You help me keep me on track. Strega says they squeezing more out of me. That's what they good at doing. So nice. I'm sure you could look at that as a head and shoulders, although I'm picky about this right shoulder being more triple tops, whatever. Three rising tops, however you want to do it. It all kind of still focuses on a range and a measured move, and they all end up going close to the same place. Kind of helps simplify your pattern trading a little bit. Then when you want to get picky, go into the details. All right, so I think I've covered most of the stuff that I want to do here. If you guys got any questions about BitUnits or about what I'm doing here, or I don't know, just the whole 100 to 10K challenge, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to me, but once you do the first 10X, which honestly, if you're trying to do this on spot, you can do it, but it's going to bless your heart. It's going to take you a while. Okay. And considering where we are in this cycle and what we're looking, there's perpetual futures out there. Let's see if we can get a little system to do it with just a little bit amount. That's why we're using a little bit amount, because that's where you're going to see the fastest growth. But if you're not pulling this off, I would have a plan. Is it where, you just started with, like, for this one or whichever one, and I just started with $50 over there, right? Or wherever, which I'm getting so confused. Which one are we looking at? But yeah, so like maybe every time that I go past $150, because I want a little bit, I want to build a little cushion here. I'd like to build it back, build this up to maybe $500 or something, but I still want to take profits from here and move it over to spot. And sometimes you might even see me even putting some of that into if we had Bitcoin pairs available, I would probably be spot buying some Bitcoin so that I can move it over and trade it against those Bitcoin pairs. But we don't have that on the exchange yet. But that's the first thing that was popping out of my mouth there. You'd probably see me buy some Bitcoin so I can trade it and grow it. But we don't yet have that option here. But we can move it over to spot, and we can play spot too, because spot is kind of like leverage in itself when it comes to crypto. You can make multiples on Bitcoin if you're doing it at the right times and the right ways. And definitely make multiples in your fiat, because, well, that stuff's just basically getting more and more worthless every day. All right, going to pop over to the chat one more time here. But hopefully I kind of cleared up some of the things that I was going over last night with my mic was off, and some of the ideas. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions about all this. Normal stream will be up tonight, going over the market and what we can expect, and seeing how we can also make some money there. Let's go ahead and just quickly check in here and make sure that I've got everything that I can in an order so it's ready to take profit, or at least buy at a lower low. I like seeing that my dollar, my stable coin, actually, considering what we started out with over here, I've got $72.28 available to still put into something on this particular account. So utilize that. 44 in order. So I think we've got a pretty good setup to take advantage of the little dips. This is buy the dip season. That's what we're saying. And that's how the strategy is going. We're buying the dips, but we're nibbling into a bigger position, which is going to pay off handsomely, and kind of take a little bit of the risk, because we're using, either using lower leverage or we're using higher leverage, but we're really tripping out that liquidation, using it technically as a stop with tiny smaller amounts. Those are kind of the two things we're doing, what I'm focusing on here and sharing. And of course, you can do whatever you want to. It's your account. All right, guys, that's all I got to share with on this, and we'll be back tonight and go over the altcoins, degen coins, all that. See what's popping, what's not, trying to find some good deals that we can get on altcoins, or maybe just starting to short some altcoins, maybe looking at that alternative tonight. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later tonight about 10:30 tonight for the regular nightly show. Take care. Trade carefully. Make that money. You've been crypto at the right time. You've beat out some of the people starting to come in. Congratulations. You're the smart one in your family. You deserve appreciation for that. All right, I'll see you tonight. God bless you. Keep God first in your life.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits.
Road Dog Crypto.
And I don't care what anybody says. These not your keys is not your crypto.
Unit 2, move into position. Units 3 and 4, maintain coverage.
No one can ever never take my crypto from me.
1032C, 1011, SWAT HQ.
I use hardware wallets with encrypted seed phrases. And I dare you low IQ idiots to even think about coming after me and my crypto. You have to pry my private keys out of my cold dead diamond hand. I dare you. I double dog dare you. What was that?
Unit 5, set up a perimeter with Unit 6. Copy that.
Don't move. Don't move. Hands in there. Hands in there right now. What's going on here?
Well, Mr. Jones. At last we meet.
Who are you?
Agent Harold Dick from the Wallet Enforcement Agency. And sorry about the doors and the windows. I did lightly knock. Mr. Jones, we are executing a FISA warrant to search this premises for unregistered crypto wallet keys. Hey, you don't mind if we take a look around now, do ya?
Oh, look what we got here, Harry.
Well, that didn't take very long at all now, did it? What do we have here? Oh, this wouldn't be a book of unregistered wallet seed phrases, would it?
Son of.
Oh, you make my job just way too easy for me. Jackpot, boys, good job. Go ahead and cuff this loser, boys. Daddy's probably getting a promotion out of this one. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Jones. See you around.